Tiens, voilà du boudin, voilà du boudin, voilà du boudin.
Hello and welcome to Capiania in France, home of the 1st Foreign Cavalry Regiment of the French Foreign Legion. Join us as we spend some time with the men and take a closer look at the equipment that makes up this incredible regiment.
Nous sommes des dégourdis, nous sommes des lascars, des types pas ordinaires. Nous avons souvent notre cafard, nous sommes.
We're here now to take a closer look at the principal vehicle in One Rex Arsenal. It's an armoured reconnaissance vehicle that truly packs a powerful punch, the AMX 10 RC. And joining me is the commander of this vehicle to give us a lot more detail and information about it. Thank you so much for coming out to see us. Tell us a little bit more about the main characteristics of this vehicle.
Thank you, Richard. Pleasure to have you here. My name is Sergeant Chief. I'm the commander of the tank. I serve in a 1st Foreign Cavalry Regiment. Today I present you the tank, MX 10 RC, the main vehicle in the regiment. The vehicle is in service since 1981. He will participate in all major conflicts in the world that France was involved. The vehicle, some little characteristic, is about 70 tons. It's 6x6. It have a hydropneumatic suspension, which allows to move up and down the vehicle upon the terrain. It have 4 crew members. The driver in front. In the turret you have a lauder, gunner, commander of the tank. We call it the tank, but it's not like the real tank with tracked, but it's a tool for the need the regiment. Our missions demand we have the vehicle with firepower. Its main weapon is 105mm cannon. Also have 2 7.62 machine guns, one outside and one inside the turret. Our main mission in the regiment is reconnaissance. Most important thing in reconnaissance is mobility and discretion, which allows us to have this with AMX, which does provide us the capacity of firepower with the cannon. We can provide support to other units about 2,500 meters. I want to precise something. In the French army, the tank drivers are called pilots.
Really?
Yeah, they're pilots. Now he's in front of the tank. Now you see the 2 sides of the turret. You have smoke launcher for each side. When you have problems in an urban environment, when you grow very much people, this is something we use to escape from the situation. Like it's a little bit danger for us.
Yeah.
Not shooting on people.
Yeah. So like local protection, give the smoke screen, reverse out of it.
After this, in the left side cannon, you have the laser. This is for calculate the distance with the computer of the tanks, which allows us to fire objects about maximum 10 seconds. You can shoot mobile or fixed. Right side is like open. You see this big window is the thermal camera for night observation or shooting. We also can shoot with the camera. If we have problem with the scopes, we can shoot in the camera day and night. After this, when you're driving in the combat situation, everything is close. He have his 3 periscopes for watching.
And as a driver, I mean, it always takes me back to my young days as a driver. What's it like as a vehicle to drive? Because when we see it driving around here, it looks super smooth compared to the vehicles I'm used to. Is it nice to drive?
It's nice to drive because you don't have steerings. Yeah, it's like the real tanks. You turn around, it's like normal tanks. The wheel, one side, running more fast, the other side is the same like real tank, trucky tanks, is same turning around. He also can turn around on his place, place.
Like a neutral turn, yeah.
Yeah. At the same time, you can turn the turret the opposite. But yeah, it's very good. It's very easy for driving, but it's the same. You must pay attention because there is more 3 guys in the turret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because of this, every time, because in the turret you cannot see everything. When pilots see some obstacle on the ground, if he is running more fast, he must alert everyone on the turret.
And I always remember being a driver on MBTs, when you say about close down when you're driving, what can he actually see? I mean, is it pretty limited? It must be limited.
Yeah, when we drive on a periscope, it's limited. When it's open and he's have his head outside, there he can see everything.
And have you got the best driver in the regiment?
Yeah, I think he's the best pilot, not driver.
Sorry, best pilot in the regiment.
Pilot.
Yeah. Brilliant. Let's take a look down the sides as well and talk a bit more about the.
Yeah.
So for me, I think this is something which, I mean, I've only ever once in my life served on a vehicle that had wheels, and that was a Ferret Scout car, so super old. You know, what do you find the benefits of having a wheeled vehicle are then, as opposed to tracks?
The benefits, the wheeled vehicle is like the speed. We can reach 85 kilometers of speed. This is the main benefit for the mobility, also the discretion. You know, the tracked vehicle,
yeah, of course.
They're very loud.
Yeah. Does it make maintenance? Is maintenance easier, would you say, on a wheeled vehicle?
It depends. I think it's more easy the tracked vehicle. The benefits also is like you have the 6x6, and if you have one wheel broke, you can continue because you have other 5 wheels.
Yeah, and I assume these are all run flat tyres as well, so you can take a hit and it's still going to function.
They still going to function.
And I mean, when we hear it driving around, it's such a quiet vehicle to what I'm used to as well. Super quiet. Is it really good maintenance-wise? I mean, low maintenance, really reliable?
Yeah, the new engine after the renovation they put it, it's more reliable. It's a more powerful engine. Here in the regiment, you have a different level of maintenance. The pilots is proposed on the basic level, like cleanness of the vehicle.
Yeah.
You know, every vehicle is clean.
Of course, army.
Yeah, army. After this, he must searching for signs for mechanical failure. So when you finish your mission, it's a combat or training mission, the first of all he's doing is he's check his engine. Everything is okay. It's ready for the next mission. After this, he take his break. This is the difference of the good driver and the pilot.
Brilliant. And I think now we're actually going to take a look inside at some detail.
Yeah.
So here we are now inside the turret of the AMX 10 RC. I'm in the loader's position, commander's position.
Commander's position. In front of the commander is the position of the gunner. These two positions is more limited of space because you don't have so much things to do. But the loader, he must have the space because he is responsible for the 7.62 machine guns and also all munitions around the turret. He must have his mobility to put it in the cannon, and this is the reason he have more space.
When the 105 fires, you were saying the recoil is about what sort of?
The recoil is about here. It's important for the chief because the chief, you see, is very limited at position. His left hand must very careful where he put it.
Yeah, because I was saying on Challenger 2, for example, you've got a much bigger screen here that covers it, so it would be impossible. But it's and obviously like safety is paramount on that.
Because the commander, he knows he's the commander of the tank. He's responsible for security for everybody in the crew. The more important is the loader. His hands, where's his hands? You have something here is very important for in every course for loader. Is most important thing, understand, for security. When he puts the munition in the chamber, he have a button to press, but he do it every time with his right hand. If he do it with the left hand, his right hand, I don't know where it is.
Okay, yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
The commander also can shoot with the tanks, not only the gunner. I can shoot with all weapons. When I take my joystick here, I'm the priority of the tank. I do everything in the turret. It's not the gunner.
Yeah, so you override everything.
Yeah, I'm take the priority of everything. When I'm not sure to subject he want to shoot, I take my priority. And when I'm with superior, he can not do anything. He cannot shoot. He not utilize the laser. Nothing. He not get turn the turret. Nothing.
And as far as your training is concerned now, I mean, in the British Army, you know, as a commander, you've already trained as a gunner, you've already trained as a loader, you've already trained as a driver. Is it the same thing or slightly different? Every
young legionnaire who come the combat squadrons overgoes the course of the loader. For a commander of the tank, is obligated to have the gunner course because we can shoot with the tanks. It's important to know how to shoot, how to operate.
Do you think, final question, do you think you've got the best job in the world?
Military is the best job on the world, if you love it.
And in particular, a tank commander, of course.
Yeah, tank commander, of course. Because when you in the real life, where you can command the tank, you have so many people that want. You see, the World of Tanks. I think everyone who play World of Tanks wants to shoot or drive the tanks, but we can do it in the real life.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time, and thanks to the crew as well.
Okay, I have something for you, Richard.
Okay. Sounds ominous.
Yeah, I tell it's like introducing the Legion.
Yeah.
When you have some guests, or we were invited by someone, we have a tradition to give him some, like a little present. This is like our tradition. I want to give you this patch. The sign here is the color of the Legion, green and red. And this blue is the color of the regiment. This is Flamme Légion en French. And this one is the first foreigner regiment of cavalry. And the color green here is the color of my squadron.
Wow.
I want to give you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That's really. I'm honoured. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure for me,
Richard. Time. And that's it from us. Thank you to all of you for watching, and to One Rec, a massive thank you for their hospitality throughout this period. This fundraising campaign will stay live, so if you're still not a World of Tanks player and would like to help the Foreign Legion veterans, simply register on this link. You'll be getting a lot of exclusive historical tanks, and you'll be helping a good cause. You could also share the code Legion100 with your friends.